In this video, I'm gonna help you have a smooth time in the airport. What's up, travelheads? Traveling back and forth for the past 3 years has given me a few tips to keep me relaxing in the airport awaiting to board my flight. Number 1, airport lounge. Many airports, especially international airport, have lounges for you to relax in. These airport lounges provide you a free food, fast Wi-Fi, and comfortable seating so you can relax before boarding your flight. Of course, these lounges aren't free. I have a whole video about these lounges up here, so check them out after this video. Tip number 2, check in. Most flights allow you to check in 24 hours in advance before boarding online. That way you can speed up the process and have your ticket in hand and just go do the TSA pre-check and head straight to your terminal. You can either print the ticket at home or have it on your mobile app, and sometimes even print it out in the kiosk at the airport. Tip number 3, arrive early. You just never know what will happen, so always arrive early to the airport. You could have traffic, or it could be holiday season where it may just be packed, so you might want to just arrive early. Normally, if it's a domestic flight, I like to arrive 2 hours ahead of time. Or if it's an international flight, I would arrive 3 hours ahead of time to the airport. Oh yeah, and these are without check bags. If I had a check bag, then I would add an extra 30 minutes per flight. So it'd be 2 hour 30 minutes or either 3 hour 30 minutes for domestic or international arrival. Arriving early to the airport, don't forget to ask the front desk if there are any available seating that's more comfortable than the one you are at. In case you're in the middle seat, you may want the window seat, or maybe even squeeze in a business class seating or emergency seating for free. Tip number 4, snacks. Snacks in the airport can be expensive, so what I like to do is bring my own snack, like a little beef jerky or some candy with me, but no liquid, as the TSA pre-check will go through it and will most likely dump out your liquid. I'd rather bring my own snacks because you're saving a lot of money, because a candy bar in the airport may cost you like $4, or if it doesn't have a price tag, you just know it's gonna be expensive. So why not buy it in the shop in like a liquor store for $1 instead of going to the airport for $4. Tip number 5, canteen bottle. Water bottles are expensive in the airport. It ranges in like $4 to $5 easily. So what you want to do is bring your own canteen bottle, because a lot of airports have free filtered water next to the restrooms that you could fill up your water bottles in and bring it into the airplane. That will save you $4 because you want to stay hydrated in the airport, because you may be in the airport for a few hours, even in the plane, because you may just want to sleep it out and don't want them to disturb you asking you for water, so you have your own canteen bottle with water in there already. Tip number 6, apps. Have an app that tracks your flight. Sometimes you may prefer to wait in the lounge or at a restaurant until it's almost time to board, but by the time you leave the restaurant and you find out that there's a delay and now you can't go back in the restaurant because you already paid and you already left, so your seat has been taken already. So if you have an app that tracks your flight and you're chilling at the restaurant, you could just check to see if your flight's been delayed by like 30 minutes, an hour, so you can stay in the restaurant longer. Tip number 7, gadget life. Charge your electronics before leaving to the airport. There's a limited amount of outlets at the airport, as you notice yourself, and if you're not one of the first one there, all the outlets may be taken. And even if an outlet is available, these outlets charge really slowly, so you may want to have all your gadgets charged ahead of time, or even have a portable charger, which I'll link below here. You don't want to enter an airplane where your electronics almost out of battery because you are using it in the airport and just killing time, going to social media or have a movie to watch. You want to save some of that battery, so when you're in the airplane you can watch your movie that you downloaded. Some airplanes do have USB or outlets, but they charge really slow and most of the time they don't end up working. Number 8, global entry and TSA pre-check. While waiting a long line to get to the TSA pre-check, you notice the left side and the right side is just an empty line. You see people going by really quick and getting checked by security, and you're wondering how they're able to do that. Well, that's because they either have global entry or TSA pre-check. These things aren't free, and you may have to go to an interview just to go do this, which gives you access to skipping this long line of getting your security baggage checked. It does cost money and it does take an interview, so you gotta go do all those things because they need to make sure you're not a terrorist. I personally don't have global entry or TSA pre-check, but I do have an interview coming up for it, so wish me luck. I talked briefly about the global entry and TSA pre-check and how you can get it in this video up here, so check it out after this video is done. Tip number 9, catching a red-eye. Catching a red-eye flight may be the least chaotic way of flying. No one wants to stay up that late and wait for the plane to board. Less crowd, more peace. Plus, you get to start your adventure in the morning, and that saves you on booking one night of hotel. Tip number 10, comfort. Dress comfortably. On the day I would have to board a plane, I would just wear my basketball shorts and a t-shirt with a jacket just in case it's too cold. So if it's like a 2-hour flight, to a 14-hour flight, which I've done multiple times, I want to be comfortable, not wearing jeans with a belt where it's really uncomfortable, especially when you're sitting in a plane for 14 hours or even just waiting in the airport lounge. And that's how you keep things smooth in the airport. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and thank you, travel heads. Until next time.